Hey everyone, welcome back. So unfortunately, the last episode, immediately afterward, I got myself back up to the bucket, worked on editing up things. They went a little longer than I expected, so I'm going to be a lot more aggressive editing this one. I'm going to actually take any footage out of me falling down, and probably pick up about like this, a little bit behind where the highest point is. But unfortunately, there seems to be some sort of a date set on saved games, or either that or my mouse slipped. And when loading it back up today, I was set back at the bottom of the mountain, all progress lost. So I just started over again, literally started everything over again. Didn't do any recording or timing of that session, so I couldn't tell you exactly how long it took me to get back to where I am. But it does mean that Bennett is going to talk about the snake again in just a second. I'm not going to talk over him this time, so you can hear exactly what it was that I was worried about looking at the bottom of the screen, reading his words as I was speaking. It's just I hope this time that the resume doesn't knock me around. Okay, that's acceptable.
We have the same taste, you and I. It's not ambition, it's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win, so I put this snake in for you.
No, no, I have ambition. I'm going up to the top of the mountain. Now, let's see if I can hook the bucket without it swinging. Nope. Jeez. Alright. On top of the bucket. So I can position my hammer. Well, that was unfortunate. Okay. I think that's where I want to be. No. Oh, I've been forgetting to start my timer. Alright. So that lets me put the tip of the hammer on one side of the bucket, swing myself over the other side, and be hanging from the middle. Alright. Which way do we want to go? I think we want to start swinging to the... Start by not jerking the mouse around and getting off the bucket. Wow! Okay. We're going to start by swinging to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, and that was beautiful. Just a little short.
This gets more frightening each time you return.
And again,
Knuckles
I
whitening,
haven't gone
stomach
anywhere.
tightening.
What
Once
the
bitten, so
heck
many
are
times
you
burned.
smoking? Oh, yeah, let me drop down to... Actually, be a little more honest about that. Ugh. That looked good. That looked clean. There we go. Oh. Damn it. Oh boy. That's twice. Oh boy. Oh. Alright. Let's get... No, no, no. Tell me I'm not supposed to go over that side. Come on. I want up onto that little tiny ledge if possible. Okay. And I'll now hook onto the top of this. No, we are going over. Yeah, no. Now you want me to climb up the annoying side, where if I fall down I ride the snake. Ah. Yeah, no, there's no getting up there. Okay. Well, we're gonna go... sit on top of this post. Oh, gods. Oh, gods. What do you want from me, Bennett? This at least seems like loose pack snow, so that's not too... Nope. Oh, gods. Where was that lucky handhold I found? Right here. Let's go ahead and sit in that handhold. There should be another one. Aha. Not quite full reach. Alright, I'll sit in that one. Oh yeah, we're past the ice bucket challenge for sure. Now this is, you know, I don't know, Cliff of Insanity. Ah. Oh, oh, oh. There it is. I'll bet the... Nope. Go ahead and put ourselves back in the safety of that proper handhold. Okay. Ah. This is going to stress me out something fierce because I do not want to be falling down further than this. I got lucky to get up here this fast. I don't want to have to repeat that madness.
Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer? I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow, nor the man, nor the man's hand. In this you're his will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
Alright. Sorry about that, folks. If you don't get the joke, let me go ahead and break the reference for you. Diogenes was the Stoic. The original Greek Stoic. So, yeah. And there is the story about how he lived in a pot. So, Bennett's very much making a multi-layered joke / reference there about his character going up the mountain being Diogenes the Stoic, but also you, the player, will have had to have been Stoic to get this far. And so there's a whole bunch of really crossed meanings going on there that's rather interesting. Beautiful play with language and references, sir. Beautiful, I salute you. Oh, come on. Sorry about that. I may have to turn that off. All right. No. Ooh, okay. Well, stop. Oh, gods. I see the ice coming. Please let me be able to sit up here. No! No! Oh! Oh!
The first time you got here, you thought you were safe. A base camp for reaching the summit. That's how it seemed on its face the first time. But your face can fall fast when you plummet.
I'm not sure I like your poetry, sir. Oh! 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 Okay, Bennett, are you going to explain the shopping cart? Because if you don't talk about it as I go over it, I'm going to talk about it in a moment. Okay. So, I started this off by saying I'm familiar with Bennett Foddy's work. So, he gave a talk at some game developer conference. I forget if it's actually GDC itself, the big one. And I'll probably splice in some YouTube video of the talk, which is how I saw it. But he's talking about things he does and does not like in video games and his approach to designing games as a result. And one of the things he talks about in the talk, I forget if it's achievements or high score lists or something like that. I'm sure it'll show up in the talk when I actually splice it in here. He references it as being like finding a shopping cart at the top of a mountain.
So there's now over 11,000 YouTube results of people playing QWOP, right? And I've thought about this a little bit, and I've tried to understand why that's the case. And I'm sure a big part of the reason is that QWOP is just like really goofy to look at, right? I'm acknowledging that. That's a big part of the reason. But I thought about it like this. I mean, if you ask, would all those videos be there if QWOP had a high score table, if it had achievements, right? I put a high score table, a global high score table in my iPhone version of QWOP. And you can count the fan videos for that on one hand, right? So maybe that's because the iPhone port blows, maybe it's because it's hard to take video of an iPhone game, but I don't think that's mainly it. I think people look at a global high score table and they think to themselves, well, you know, somebody's taken care of that, right? Somebody's solved that. I think you look at the high score table on Game Center, on Congregate, and it's a bit like getting to the top of Mount Everest and finding a shopping cart that some kids left behind. It's kind of a letdown. It's demotivating. And I think people set their own goals if you don't provide official metrics of whether they're succeeding or not.
Again, nice reference, sir. I'm sure 90% of the players will never get it. Alright, and let's, good. Try and make sure that unpausing, I don't fling myself off the mountain. Oh. Okay.
Now, you've conquered the ice cliff, the platforms, the church, and the rectory, the living room and the factory, the playground, the construction site, the granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike. There's no way left to go but up, and in a moment I'll shut up. But let me say, I'm glad you came.
So that's why the shopping cart's actually there. It's a final break for flinging yourself off the mountain. If you haven't flung yourself too hard off the side of this antenna array, the shopping cart will catch you as a last gasp. Of course, if you're really desperate and fling yourself hard, there's no saving you, I'm sure. What do you need for me to do? I'm going to hook myself here every time. That's just too high. Good night. How did I jump to this point that way? Finally! Finally! Oh God. Oh no. No! Oh God! Bennett, you beautiful monster. What have you done? What have you done? Alright. Oh. Okay.
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came this far. I give it to you with all my love.
Did I... Okay, I'm now in microgravity. That's interesting. And that's the game! Hey! Wow. Okay. I didn't realize how close I was. That's awesome. All the music is in public domain as far as I can tell. Damn it, that's getting screenshotted. It's been a while since I've read anything by hand. This is making my fingers hurt. If you enjoyed this game, I bet you also enjoyed the game that inspired it, Secking Heisting by Jazua. You can still find it as a website. You might also enjoy Punishment, Desert Golfing. Yes, I enjoy Desert Golfing. Rain World, Zip Zap, Golden Tee Golf, Elastomania, Biavac, and Ski Stunt Simulator. Stupid auto AFK. To Ian Snyder, who was first to the top of the mountain, and to Corey Martin, who was first to complete a successful speed run. Wow! Now that's beautiful. Again, congratulations, sir, for immortalizing these people in a genius way. Thanks to Jazuo, genius and the inspiration for this piece. I hope you get to play it one day. Thanks to you for playing the game and reading the credits. So sorry about that once when you got all the way to the top and fell all the way to the bottom. Okay, that's it from me. I didn't get all the way to the top and fall all the way to the bottom. I got to the top and I made it to the top. I'll admit I fell down the ice bucket thing a few times, but... Okay. Oh, wow! I was going to say, next goal is to get sub 1 hour, but man, am I already close to that, because I had to restart the game this morning.